This is the house I paid Paul Frazier of Frazier Home Repair out of Camden, Indiana, to replace siding and windows in this house. Let's check out some of the work he did and did not finish. Let's start with an electrical outlet here. You can see how crappy the quality is on this job. Corners don't meet. As you can see, there's sealant everywhere. Looks terrible. There's big gaps in the side. I don't know if you can see that very well. And there's also pencil marks all over the siding. Go down to this faucet. He was paid to replace. He replaced the faucet, but if you look, has not been mounted like he said he did. You can tell it has not been mounted because there are no screws in the siding where this would have been fastened to the wall. Said he did the work. Obviously he did not do it. Go to the frame around this big window. You can see the corners don't meet on these brand new windows. Go around here to the side of the garage. He was paid to replace this header board, and you can see this pretty good sized gap that he obviously does not know how to use a tape measure. Go to the other side, and it's the same thing. Giant gap. Brand new siding, got a giant nail sticking through it. He claims I did this, then he claims somebody I hired did this, and I hired no one. Paul was the only one that was hired to do the work. You can see this giant nail. You can see the big crack that was put in it. I'll just put that nail back. This is again a sample of Paul Frazier's work. Go around to the side here, and you can see where he did not even bother to fasten this telephone box back to the wall. He just wired it up. Did not even bother to put it back to the wall and mount it like it was when he started. Just left that hanging there. Another example of his poor quality. Here we have another window where the corners do not meet around this frame on the brand new window. And we'll go to the other side, and it's the same thing. Now we'll go around to the back here. This was a brand new window. Does not open. The latches are open, which means the window should slide up and out, which it does not. We'll go inside and try it from the inside here in a few minutes. Now we'll go around to this. More corners on windows not met. Big gap right there. I'm sure there are more, but I made my point on that. We'll go down this second faucet here. As you can tell, it's brand new. He was paid to replace that, which he did, but again, did not mount it to the wall. You can tell it was never mounted because there are no screws in the wall to hold it in place. Even though he told me, I thought I bolted it to the wall, which he obviously didn't do. Now we'll go to this electrical outlet in the back. It is giant gaping space in between the wall and the little frame around the outlet. You can see the quality there. Terrible. This looks awful. Big giant gap down at the bottom. Let's go up to the roof. We had paid to replace some drip edge up on this part of the roof. And you can see right where he replaced some drip edge, shingles are missing. They were blown off where he allegedly did the work. You can see a shingle laying right there. See a shingle laying there. And another one right there. Again, an example of Paul Frazier, Frazier Home Repair LLC out of Camden, Indiana. An example of his high quality, he says, work. Now let's go inside. We'll take a look at that window. Here's something else. More corners. Not even touching hardly. Wish I never hired this guy. I'd have paid more money to somebody else who would do quality work. Now, we'll go inside and take a look at that window. Here's the window he replaced. As you can see, the latches are in the open position, yet window does not open. He informs me these windows are guaranteed for life, and he informs me he's not going to come out and repair them. As you can see, I hope, yeah, there, he gets gap sealant all over the corner of the window. Again, another example of Frazier Home Repair LLC out of Camden, Indiana's work. Now, I had a radio out here in the garage he did not ask to use, and he used it anyway, and he broke the antenna off of it, so I had to throw it away. He also borrowed some of my sister's CDs to listen to without asking. These are examples of what I see of Paul Frazier's quality. Oh yes, there's some fascia that he was supposed to repair, replace. Did not do it. Blew off and the wind broke off. He was paid to replace some roofing on this corner, and look at the shingles. Weren't even cut. Just hanging off. Again, I don't know if you can see this part, but shingles sticking up. More examples of Paul Frazier, Frazier Home Repair LLC, Camden, Indiana. I regret hiring this guy. I wouldn't recommend him to anybody. If I find more poor quality work, I'll record it and post it where everybody can see how bad his work looks. You can go down here. I just saw this. Got about an inch of siding, corner siding, that is longer than where it should be. Paul Frazier, Frazier Home Repair LLC, Camden, Indiana.